What's up, guys? FG Schmuck here, and I'm with the one and only Happy Souls.
Hi guys.
And we're bringing you a different tournament. It's another 1v1 tournament. This is Sith Clan's Decade of Darkness 64-man competitive tournament that they're running in honor of, obviously, as the title of the tournament implies, being around for a decade. And I'm pretty excited about this tournament. I definitely think it's going to be a lot of fun. You don't get a whole lot of you don't get a whole lot of competitive Rome 2 tournaments that are this large. So kudos to them for getting the job done and quickly finding 64 people that are willing to play. But anyways, so what you're seeing is a mirror matchup, and that is because this is game 3 from round 1 against Patronus from VM clan, and so why games 1 and 2 aren't on? Well, because they were they're pretty quick and they were pretty one-sided. Game 1 was myself playing as Arvarni. He was Gate. I got the victory in that one, and then he was Rome in game 2, and I was Carthage, and he got me in that one. So thought I'd bring you game 3. It was probably the closest of the 3 games, and it was a good game.
Sorry to interrupt you, but you might want to mention which Pontus are you?
All right, I'm yellow. I'm the yellow Pontus. So like I recommend the mini map. I am the yellow army, and we do have almost completely similar Pontic builds. I have 1 extra cav compared to him. He has literally almost the exact same infantry, but slightly better. He has a Thurio spear.
And he's got an extra horse archer as well.
Yeah, no extra horse archer then as well. And so out the gate, you see he is harassing me with his horse archers, but I'm trying to screen with Eastern spears and then run up with my own Scythians.
Yeah,
So lots of just.
he's already been successful with his horse archers, taking some volleys at one of your mercenary.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And so a little more about this tournament. Happy's in it as well. And we also have another clan member. You guys, he hasn't done any videos for the channel, but he definitely will be doing some for this tournament. His name is FG Pokepax. So look forward to doing videos with him. And so yeah, a little more about the actual tournament itself. As I said, it was 64 man, and basically in round 1, player on top for the bracket they gave gets first pick, and then in game 2 the other player gets first pick, and in the event of it being tied 1-1, you play a mirror matchup depending on the round. For this round, it was Pontus on Nemotesina, or however you say it. I don't really know, but so yeah, and still some more skirmishing going on all around.
I can see your shielding with your Eastern Spearman, eating some of the, well, actually a lot of the volleys, which is in your favor.
Yeah, and also another thing I've been doing is when I do get the noble cav up, I do actually use that small excuse for a forest as some cover, and that will help minimize your damage, even though that's a forest of like 2 trees.
It's
CA logic, call that a forest, but hey, you know.
I bet you could
So
hide the entire army in that thing.
oh yeah, man, I'm sure you could if you tried. But anyways, he's routed the Eastern Spears. He's shooting at the hoplites. I'm content with that because, you know, he's not hitting my cavalry. He's not hitting my chariots, and he isn't hitting my Pontic swords. So those are kind of what I wanted to protect in this game, at least, with such similar armies. And I'm looking to take advantage of my Cav, so I'm very happy he wasn't able to, whittle down one of my noble blood to, 20 men or something around there. But this game will pick up, and something that's kind of interesting about it is you're going to see kind of a domino effect and how one move kind of can domino and lead into just a series of consecutive moves after that, which will, then shape the game. And it's kind of cool to see that. So, but before that happens and before we start talking about it, Happy, do you want to talk about anything from the tournament at all?
I don't think I have anything else to say. You've already pretty much covered all of it. um, I'm very excited about it. Definitely. It's a huge tournament. I don't think there has been a tournament where 3 of FG members were in it. So
Yeah,
that's another
that's
thing.
true.
That's another thing. And that's pretty much it. I'm just excited about it. And
Yeah, and I look forward to seeing your tournament games on the channel as well coming up in the near future. So
there's probably gonna be some.
yeah, and now I'm actually doing some screening with the hoplites as well. His horse archers though are nearly out of ammo, at least the 2 on my right side, his left. They've got to be close to being out by now.
Yeah, I would imagine so. After such a long time of just pounding at your hoplites and Eastern Spearmen.
And so I'm gonna start shifting, moving my lines up, start making some moves. You can see the movement orders going down if Happy holds spacebar. I believe you can see them, but
Yep.
yeah, so you'll kind of see just some shifting, some moving, and I'm just looking to get an opportunity to use these chariots or bait with them or something of that nature. But Patronus, he was a good opponent, and he played very aggressive, and I really respect that. Nice aggressive opponent. So it was very fun to play him in all 3 games.
Quickly now! Advance at speed!
So I assume the chariots are going to be what makes the difference in this game.
Yes.
Whoever uses it.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert from Happy. One of us is going to turn the tide of this battle because of the chariots, and you guys will have to see who it will end up being.
Well, I already know who.
Well,
who made
Happy
it
already
next.
knows, but for the rest of our subscribers, all I believe we're up to 35 now, and anyone else who decides to view the video, you guys will see who ends up on top, and it will come down to chariots, in my opinion, at least. And so, he has used basically all of his ammo. And another thing with that is, I have conserved my Scythian horse archer ammo, so now I'm doing what Happy likes to call HP damage, where you basically don't kill anything. You don't kill a single thing, or you might kill a man or 2, but hey, when you have 120 men going up against, 119 or 118 men, I mean, that HP damage, as Happy likes to point out, must be worth something. So
It's all about the HP damage.
yes, yeah. Of course, to quote Happy, the HP damage, man, it's important. So
I bet it was very tempting to go just straight in with your chariots against that.
oh, it's very tempting.
But it's a very it wouldn't probably end very well for you.
It would be a poor move. Yeah,
with
all the Pila fire.
all the Pila fire, yeah.
Alright guys, and here's where the battle's gonna start picking up. This is where that domino effect kind of comes into play. He is probably out of ammo. I can't tell. He's basically out of ammo, and here he goes. He's going to try to absorb the noble blood cavalry and pin them in place, while his hoplites can come in and kind of tie them up, but that's just not really going to work. The horse archers are too whittled down, and they just melt, and then I can easily get out and intercept with my hoplite. And then he decides to commit a cav as well to the engagement. And as that starts to happen, I'm going to actually shift my entire army to the right and try to just pick off this unit for free, basically, along with the 2 horse archers that went down.
Yeah, just cut it off from the rest of his army and
Yes, and
have it
as you
nice
can
and
see, here comes his chariot, and he was gonna go in with it, and that would have been a really, I think that was his best opportunity maybe to use the chariot. I did come in with the cav and my own chariot, but it's very hard to tell in those situations. It's very 50-50, but it could have been a golden opportunity there. You guys can leave a comment in the section and let us know, but basically my cav advantage is going to come into play now. My general gets a free charge off against his noble blood, and the general, the Pontic Royal, will win in that scenario. And along with that, I'm getting rear charges against his hoplite. So even though mine was whittled down from, as Happy likes to say, HP damage, and just from being outnumbered from being shot at, I will gain back the advantage from the rear charges I'm able to give, thanks to the cav advantage. And here I see an opportunity, and I'm gonna go with it. He pops raise the banner, and he actually shifts his cav out, and just for a moment here, he pushes his chariot back because I assume he's trying to flank with it. And here's the golden opportunity I see. I pounce on it, I jump in, dodge a bunch of those Pila shots, and just start tearing up the infantry. And it's very, very, very messy and chaotic at this point. Charges are going to start going off. He's getting some decent Pila shots off against my units, but I've now halted any chance of getting good charges off for him, and the chariots have, chunked at least 20 men, 15, 20, and even almost half strength for some of his units.
now he's
But
moving
he
his
quickly
chariots.
responds now. Yes, he quickly comes in now. He's moving in his. Not the cleanest charge, because he is caught a little bit on his own men and on the spears, but I come in with cav to try to quickly counter. Meanwhile, he has units routing now. Some of his Celtics are going down. Along with that, he's also losing some cavalry, but he has gotten his chariots out, pulled them out. And meanwhile, mine are going down. Now, mine have done a lot of damage, over 450 kills, I believe they're at, when they finally disengage. And his have got some kills. I mean, they've done well, 170, and they're at 9 left, but this is really where that cav becomes an advantage when you're facing chariots. If you can't get the cav advantage and you have decent heavy cavalry like noble blood, you can really halt the power of the chariots. And he doesn't get a clean charge there the second time around with his chariots, and they do actually rout with 6 men left. And in addition to that,
There's been
my chariots actually come.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say that
My chariot.
you had your Ponzi cav just chasing his chariots all the time, which definitely made it more difficult for him to get any more kills. And now, as you said, your chariots just came back from routing, and
which was kind of a slap to the face. I mean, mine route with 3 left, come back, and then go back in and kill some more, and his end up routing with 6. So that was kind of unfortunate luck for him, but it was just circumstance because of the clean charges I got off at the beginning, whereas his had a little more trouble getting the clean charges off. But nevertheless, he still played this pretty well, and he definitely had the advantage in the game up until the Scythian horse archers on my right flank went down, and that's kind of the domino effect that started it all. And as you can see from the battle, it just progressed from there. Looking at the stats though, yeah, almost 500 kills on the chariot I brought, and almost 250 for his, which is it's respectable. It's very respectable, but when mine nearly double his, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna cause
Mm-hmm.
issues.
Yeah. And on top of that, there was a lot of men just routing off the field because of the casualties inflicted by the chariots. So the kill count doesn't necessarily reflect all the losses caused by the chariots. But anyways guys, thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video. See ya!